Okay, so you complained about your 8-hour shift at the office. Now, this. You've got a signaculum, also known as a dog tag, but apparently they use it to identify the corpses. Guess what? You are a legionary. I guess you are serving the Imperium.
My name is Lucius. I come from a village in Gaul where the future isn't bleak. It's a dry, empty well. I'm 18 now. My parents? Gone. My guardian, a man I call Uncle, only because the bruises heal faster that way. But once, I saw them. The Romans. Not the drunken auxiliaries, but the legions. A wall of metal and discipline, marching like gods. When you're a poor boy with nothing but dirt and despair, that kind of power looks like a miracle. Everyone knew the truth for a commoner like me. The army wasn't a choice. It was the only path out. A chance at money, land, maybe even Roman citizenship. I went to the recruitment station, ready to leave the grind behind, ready for glory.
Recruit! Why are you speaking to your ancestors? We do not rest! Pick up your Sarsena! It weighs 40 pounds, and we march 35 kilometers today!
Crap, I'm a Roman soldier.
You look down at your gear and check the absurdity of the weight and complexity of the equipment. The backpack. It's a mobile construction kit weighing more than a large dog. And armor weigh between 40 to 60 pounds.
I'm carrying a shovel, a pickaxe, a saw, and 3 days of rancid bacon. I'm not a soldier. I'm a heavily armored part-time construction worker.
The legendary shield is actually a heavy, shoulder-busting plank. The scutum weighs about 10 kilograms, 22 pounds.
This isn't just a riot shield. It's a giant, heavy rectangle that I have to overlap with my neighbors. One wrong move, and I'm exposing Titus's right flank. And Titus has a vine staff.
The javelin. It's a single-use weapon designed to literally ruin the enemy's day. The pilum's iron tip was designed to bend on impact, making the enemy's shield useless.
I get one shot with this thing. If I miss, I have to fight the guy who's already mad I bent his shield.
The sword. Not for swinging, which is way less cool than in the movies. The gladius is designed only for stabbing in tight formations.
You have to stab under the shield. Just a quick, awkward, under-the-shield poke. This is less a battle, and more a very slow, heavily armored conga line.
They marched 30 to 35 kilometers in 5 hours, fully kitted out.
We're doing a marathon every day. The prize is building a fence before dinner, he said with a voice trembling with sadness. I need a nap, a foot soak, and a complete reevaluation of my life choices.
Recruits trained with wooden swords twice the weight of the real ones to build strength.
I'm training with the equivalent of a dumbbell on a stick. When I use the real sword, it's going to feel like I unlocked a speed buff, as the drill sergeant put it. I can barely lift my arm. The centurion carries a vine staff as a symbol of his authority, and use it often for punishment. I think that centurion is going to beat me with his big, angry stick. Legionaries had to immediately dig a ditch and construct the rampart to build a fortified castra. After marching 30 kilometers, we're not sleeping. We're doing manual labor. I literally signed up for this by taking the sacramentum. I guess I really did swear my life away.
The fear of the enemy is secondary to the fear of the commander. Some men tries to break rank, panics, and immediately gets stabbed by the centurion's staff. Discipline was paramount. Breaking formation was betrayal. They shouted battle cries and banged shields to terrify the enemy.
The sound is terrifying. It's not just the enemy. It's the guy next to me banging his shield. I'm afraid of being killed, but I'm more afraid of getting beat for losing my rhythm.
Relief arrives, but it just means the next line is equally miserable. The triarchy, 3 lines, Hastati, Principes, Triari, allowed tired soldiers to rotate out and be replaced by fresh ones.
Wait, are we getting a break? Oh, nope. We're just swapping places with the Principes, the B team. I'm supposed to fall back through the gaps. This is a military operation, not a queue at the water cooler.
Lucius looks around, defeated, and realizes who's coming next. The Triarii, made out of veterans, were the third ultimate reserve line, giving rise to the phrase, "It's come to the Triarii." If we have to call up the Triarii, that means we are officially screwed. That's literally the ancient Roman version of a 4-alarm fire.
I should probably start looking for a better position to die in.
Lucius expresses the ultimate dread. The worst fear was decimation. 1 in 10 soldiers chosen by lottery and executed by their comrades for cowardice.
The enemy is scary, but what's really scary is the punishment for cowardice. You can get beaten to death by your tent mates. You have to fight, otherwise your 7 buddies might get the short straw, and they'll be livid. So, here's the deal. I'm serving 25 years for the promise of a retirement fund. After the Army takes its deductions for my gear, my pulls, and my burial fund, I get a tiny fraction of my pay. I'm basically working for a land grant and a bronze plaque that proves I survived.
Let's move on, bunch of lazy bastards!
I'm coming, Centurion, for pietas, virtus, and gravitas, and the faint hope of a parcel of land in North Africa.
It's difficult to give an exact percentage for Roman soldiers reaching retirement, but the chance was likely around 50%, or even less, with figures varying by time period and location. While some Roman sources imply a good chance of survival, factors like disease, battle, and injury significantly lowered survival rates. For example, one calculation based on attrition rates and a 20-year service term suggests only about 1/5 made it to retirement. Hopefully Lucius will survive his life as a legionnaire and enjoy retirement as a Roman citizen. But you and me? Not a chance. Just glad I got a 9-to-5 job as a office pawn.
That's the end of this video. Would you like to see more of it? I hope so. Let me know in the comments.